Well, it is a super busy day here on the farm. Lots of seeds to sow, lots of seedlings to water, although luckily we have had a little bit of rain, and lots of animals to look after. If you've come for the rat versus quail, then skip to the end of the video, but I thought we'd have some happy farm stuff first. So generally, as soon as I get here, I do a once around, check everybody, feed everybody, make sure we haven't had any disasters overnight. So we're going to go and let the lambs out. Hello, kids. Morning, kids. Should we go outside? Hello. Come on then. Come on, don't be silly. Come on, kids. I obviously forgot to shut these guys away last night. Oopsie daisy. Luckily Mr. Fox hasn't come along because that hatch should be down. I must remember it tonight. Blimey, we've had an escape night. Look. These guys shouldn't be out either. They should be over there, but they've managed to open the door. Come on. And it only takes one time to do that, and you to Mr. Fox to come along, and you've lost them. So I need to secure them back in there. Come on, guys. So to be fair, these lambs probably don't need to come in at night anymore, especially McDuck, because he doesn't even have a bottle anymore. He just eats grass. But I am giving them like a creep feed, and the lambs and the sheep in the field don't have the creep feed yet. So it's easier to bring the three of them in overnight, and they know where they're going, and then just pop them out in the day. So let's just check on all of our girls. Good morning, everyone. Look, Tracy, that's one of your lambs. And another one. And another one. I'm also generally much more efficient and productive in the afternoons. So I come in the morning, I feed all the animals, let them all out, and then probably up to about 1ish. Then I have an afternoon break where I do videos, have lunch, do some social media and stuff, and then I come back, now the days are longer, I come back about 4, 5, and then I just work till dusk. I'm a lot more productive that way. Good morning. Hello, hello. Yeah, let's let these guys out first. Come on then. To you. Are you coming? Why aren't you coming? Eve, come on. What's wrong? Being funny one today. Is it because it's going to rain? Come on, sweetheart. Well, that's the goats and the sheep sorted. I need to get these chickens back in their pure breed coop before I let out the others. Otherwise I won't have any of those lovely pure breed Ixworth eggs. Hello, have you had a little bit of freedom? Have you? At least you didn't get eaten. Down. Down. It's raining! We so badly need it. The unfortunate thing though is my phone is cracked, so let's hope it doesn't rain for too long, otherwise I'm going to have to stop filming. Let's let these guys out. Now you can of course have these automatic doors on a timer system with daylight levels. Chickens, great, they go to bed. Ducks and geese don't go to bed. So if I did have it on that system, the ducks and geese would basically get shut out. So I just manually open and close it, which works fine. Good morning. Hi. So these chicks kind of come and go as they please, because I popped them into this coop down here and they just come underneath. So they all go to bed in there, which is fine, but they come out when they want. While I feed almost all the animals in the morning, the silkies are an absolute nightmare to get to come in at night. They just want to stay in the hedge, and they've gone quickly after lockdown ended. They've quickly gone back into their habit, which means I literally have to be here until the sun sets to get them in. So I only feed them a tiny bit in the morning, then they go and forage, and then I make sure that they are hungry enough in the evening to come running for snacks, and then I can lock them away. If I'm on my own, I also do a quick walk around of the birds of prey and make sure there's no issues, which there normally isn't. They don't get fed until the evening, and it's kind of, that's Sard's baby and his passion, so I leave that to him. But what I do is I come in and feed the pheasants. So we've got a run of pheasant runs here, and Sard found these amazing feeders, which means I don't have to go in. So let me put the camera down. So these feeders just attach to the back, and then done. Oh, thanks. Come on, we're going to throw it in the field for you. Shut this gate. And then we come out to these guys out here. So we've got our Lady Amherst. He is still breaking out into his adult plumage, as you can see. Golden pheasants here. And then our tragopans, they have been laying eggs, but I don't think any of them are fertile. The female's down here. She's got this nice little spot where she rests. And then the male, again, the male hasn't, so these are Temminck's tragopans. The male hasn't gone into his adult colours yet. So he is disappearing back there. This area is one of my little favourite walkthroughs on the entire farm. And it's not completely developed yet, and it's the tiniest of spaces, but we've got some aces, and I do want to get some more to put in. And then this grape hyacinth, which brings this specks of blue. This is Jack Frost Brunnera, and then we've got some Virginia on both sides here. And then I didn't put this foxglove in, and that's actually sown by itself. But I really like this little spot. So the plan here is to obviously recreate this kind of collection of colours with the Jack Frost and the grape hyacinth and the Brunnera across the entire thing, put in some more aces, some more ferny type things, and some more bulbs. But I just think it's a really pretty way to come through into the field beyond. Where it's coming down a little bit harder now. Oh, it's magnificent. The one thing we haven't got around to doing yet though is putting the guttering on this cabin, and we haven't needed it because there's been no rain. And now I'm looking at all of this rain thinking, oh, I could be collecting it, but it doesn't matter, it's raining. I forgot to bring the dogs' cushions in, so they're getting absolutely soaked, which is something that I haven't been able to say so far this year. The other thing is you can already see the vibrant green of nature coming alive. And that's without any rain. So after this rain, everything is just going to go absolutely mental. Hopefully, including all of the flowers and the veg. But this is a much needed drink for, look at all these trees. Look at that vibrant green on that tree, this ash tree. It's like so luminous. And now all this rain is blimmin' wonderful. That time of year, baby spiders. Honestly guys, this is the kind of crap I deal with on a daily basis. Why are you taking my water bucket? Thanks. Lovely. Back to the pond. These two are enjoying life. You want something to drink? No. What are you doing? You found a bit of shade now. It honestly feels so good to have some rain on my skin. I mean, it's that beautiful misty rain as well, so it's actually going to get into the ground. You know, if you get a torrential rain, some gets in, but a lot of it just runs off. Whereas if we can just have this misty rain for a few hours, we'll just get everything really nice and soaked. It'll mean that I don't have to do so much watering of all the seeds that are coming up. It is, however, super humid and warm, and I'm one of those people that is very hot-blooded and too hot most of the time. So we're getting the arms out while we get on with some farm jobs. I have to say, at the moment, the farm is starting now to look quite nice. So we got all of our garlic and our onions. We got the first lot of radishes here, another lot of radishes under here, carrots all along here, spinach, lettuces are starting to come up and do nicely. We've just transplanted kale and chard into this bed, and then across the flower garden things have taken a little bit longer to get going, but the wallflowers the wallflowers look great, really bushy. I just don't know how much flower they're going to produce because the first flowers were a bit useless. I'm hoping that these will begin to flower. We've got cornflowers in here, and we've got another successional lot to go in. The Honesty, when the Honesty first started, I was a bit worried because it was mega short like this, but actually I'd forgotten that as the flowers develop they get taller and taller and taller. We put the first lot of snapdragons into the ground yesterday. The Sweet Williams, this is the first flower, but it's doing something, and we've got a fair few. The Hesperus is coming in, so this is the purple Hesperus. We've got some white Hesperus. Our sweet bees just continually got dug out. I don't know why. So we've only got a few left, but I've covered them in these so they can't get dug out. They are ridiculous. I mean, look at that. That's all there is. However, last year I literally only had 2 sweet pea plants. They went mental, and I had more than enough flower. So this year, got about 10. We'll have to get more. I'll probably buy some that have already been sprouted or something and get them in. The ranunculus! Look at these buds. They are starting to come. So there's tons of, look. This beautiful white one. There's an explosion of colour waiting to happen here, look. So they're almost out. And then the anemones as well, as I was told by a friend, they do start off short. So for example, this is the first flower on this one. You can see how short it is, but they are gradually getting longer and longer. I'm giving them a seaweed drench once a week, but look, this one is getting towards cut length, as is this one. So I'm hoping that as long as I keep cutting the flowers and they keep producing more buds, and they are, there's tons more buds coming up on them, that we will get flowers we can actually put into posies rather than just ridiculous short stem useless things. Well guys, we had a grim discovery this morning. Isn't farming fun? So this morning I came to feed all the birds, and look at the quail coop. And I was gutted before I even opened the door because I knew, but every single one. Bit gutted. And we know what the culprit was: rats. So I've been really careful about how I did the quail coop, and so this is all underlined with mesh, so there's no way to get through. I previously kept my quail in a hutch, but I wanted to increase their welfare by moving them outside and giving them more freedom. So when it came to the coop, I made sure I underlined this, but the other day I dragged it across to give them fresh grass, and there is a tiny hole between the coop and the outside run, and obviously a rat got through there and killed them all. And the reason I know it was rats because that is a rat dropping, and rats really are grim. So they will come in, they haven't really eaten any, they've eaten all of their necks, some of the brains have been eaten, and then one has been disemboweled, and for the rest they just killed them all. Now luckily I only have 5 eggs. I've chucked them in the incubator, and I will see if they're fertile and try and hatch them out. But we may have to rethink this run situation for them, or maybe I could just put an additional piece of wood in here so they can so the rats can't get in. But it's really hard because on one hand you're trying to do the best for your animals, you're trying to give them a better welfare, but better welfare such as free range or out on grass sadly means actually they're more able to eat things they shouldn't, encounter predators they shouldn't, and so there's that fine balancing act between better welfare for the animals and being out but actually increased danger. So yeah, the quail are all gone.